Good morning, all. I get the morning sun shining on my beard here today. With Halloween approaching, as I had previously mentioned, that I don't find ghosts particularly spooky myself. They just here. It's things like the AI that's listening through the microphones in all of my computers and things in the house that I find rather terrifying. There's my Halloween story this year. The AI is eavesdropping on me and I can't stop it. It's driving me nuts. I have done already several videos on this subject since I discovered that this was occurring. I had suspected it in the past, but, I'm capable of being nutty, thinking up things that aren't true, and so on. And so I just, kept saying, oh, no, it isn't really. It's just a coincidence. Oh, no, this isn't real. But it's real. Yeah, it's real. My house is wired. It's hot. And almost everything I'm saying, if the AI has any use for it, is being utilized. It's being picked up and utilized in my own damn house. It's my house. And so I really resent this. To me, it's a horror story. It's worse than ghosts. I have a ghost in the machines in my house. I continuously keep trying to track it around, shut this down, adjust that, I'm probably whipping, as they say, a dead horse, in that, I don't use smartphones, and I have no intention to, but my wife does. Ellen uses a smartphone, and of course, it's always on, and I don't know if there's anything I can do about this as long as that smartphone's in this house. I don't know, ever put it inside a lead box, which he's not using it. Okay, so here's the latest. Really, this is for real, man. A developing, ongoing saga of hot mics. Yesterday, I had one of my friends come by with his wife, Kevin, and he dropped in, for a couple of reasons. One was I had given him lunch many times when he worked here, and so he decided that they were going to bring us poke. And so they brought lettuce and poke and, some other odds and ends. And we had lunch, and it was fun. And since I had help, I said, I have to get up into the attic and pull down an air mattress that's up there, because my son's coming to visit in a couple of weeks, and he's bringing along a friend, and we're going to need a place for that friend to sleep. And so I figured, we just built Ellen's new she shed out here, and so we can set Alex's buddy up in the she shed with this mattress, so he has a place to sleep that's private. Well, so Kevin says, sure, I'll give you a hand with that. And we went outside and we got a ladder, and we ran the ladder up to the hole in the ceiling for the attic. And then Kevin climbed up the ladder, and I held it from below to make sure things stayed steady. And so Kevin says, well, what does it look like, and where do you think it is? I said, well, it's a mattress. It's in a box. It should say Sealy, and it's probably right in front of you. Sure enough, there it was. And he pulled it, grabbed it, and brought it. We brought it down. And, it did say Sealy. It was in a box, and so on and so forth. Okay, well, that would have been the end of the story, unless the rats bit a hole in the mattress. Except after dinner, I sat down to watch the news on YouTube. I turned on the TV. Now, the TV is a Toshiba Amazon Fire smart TV. It has a built-in Alexa. Okay. But that Alexa is not supposed to function unless I press a button on this particular TV. Yeah, it's not supposed to have its mic constantly open. I'm supposed to have to open it with a button. And so, I don't know, I've disabled some of the things in there that the Alexa can't do with information it picks up. I don't use it because I never press the button, okay? But there are a few, ways that information could be applied, and I've checked the box for no on all of them. So basically, Alexa doesn't have any place she can apply her information if I give it to her anyway. But that TV was directly outside the doorway from where we were standing. Now, it was turned off. The Alexa is supposedly off unless I press the button. Okay? But when I sat down to watch the news on the recommended video line in my channel, the first item was an ad. It wasn't really a video. It was an advertisement. And it was an advertisement from a company that sells mattresses. And the company made the point of letting me know that they have Sealy. I almost fainted. I saw a ghost. I mean, you gotta be kidding me. I can't tell my buddy to bring down a mattress and that it's probably a Sealy brand without getting an advertisement on my television for mattresses and Sealy. Something is listening, and I don't like it. I keep stabbing this stuff with an ice pick, That's really true. If this keeps up, it's going to get rational. Radical is the word, rather, not rational. The lack of rationality. We'll see what we're going to do about it. Well, so this morning I was on a campaign again of wandering around and looking for every possible hot mic in the place. Realize that it is not possible to completely destroy Alexa in that television. It's an integral part of the set. Yeah. But they did assure me it's not listening unless you press the button. I'm not so sure I believe that. Maybe it's malfunctioning? Who knows? Anyway, just down the hallway, within earshot, there is also a Chromebook. And I hadn't touched it. Ellen uses it as an internet radio, is what the Chromebook does. That's the only thing the Chromebook ever does, is broadcast radio stations, mostly from the Bay Area. But there's a few of the local ones here that, because of my metal roof, don't pick up very well inside our house. And so we'll actually stream some of the Hilo stations even across the internet. I get a lot better reception. Everything sounds better that way. And plus, I became very attached to several stations in the Bay Area, some of the listener-supported, like KKUP. People, if you have not listened to KKUP, I suggest it. It's on the internet. It's a listener-supported station, although, you don't have to pay to listen, but you should. They have some great programming. Oh, it's wonderful, wonderful programming. Yeah, you should check them out, see what they're like. But anyway, that's, one of the only things that laptop ever really does. It's just the radio. But it's also never shut off. The thing is always in sleep mode. When she's done listening to the radio, she'll just turn off the station. Now, she will disconnect the Google browser, that is, at least close the Google browser that the station was behind, and then close the top. It's obviously not sleeping very hard, because as soon as you flip the top up, screen lights up. So I don't know. And I'm not sure at the time, but I was looking for a mattress, whether the thing was even closed or not. I don't recall. So this morning I had to go in and I disabled a microphone on a Chromebook too. Got rid of it. I don't know, they put these cameras and mics in everything, and it sounds great. We could take pictures and record videos everywhere, yeah, and everything's staring at us in our own house. It's not that cool. I guess I got one more reason why I cannot stand smartphones. Yeah. I knew they were the gateway to Borg, okay, as far as human insect colony of exchange information is basically where we're going with that tool. But it seems to be probably the key to being eavesdropped on. The problem is, too, we accepted that phone. People just love it. I never understood why they like this thing, but they do. And they accepted it blindly, madly. It just was absorbed into society so fast. It was a lot of people had some kind of a need that thing seemed to fill. Well, yeah, as we move into the age of Siri and Alexa, well, now we're also accepting this fact that, well, if I say, Siri, turn off the TV, or Siri, dim the lights, that something's listening to us and it's going to respond. Well, it's not just going to dim the lights when it's listening, folks. No, it's going to listen to everything that is said, and if the camera is on, it's going to watch everything that's going on. You want to give the AI a porn movie? Just open up your laptop next to your bed tomorrow night. So, I'm still at it. I got a couple of Android tablets over there that I use for control on my solar system. Yeah, it's the only thing, again, that we ever use these things for. It's, it's the apps for my Tesla Powerwall. It's the apps for the Solar Edge inverters and car chargers. They're all on Android tablets. Well, it never dawned on me that I might have to be shutting down the mics on those tablets, but I guess I will, because they could be doing this too. And who knows, I've been also turning off Bluetooth around here on almost everything, because that allows one thing to talk to another and back and forth. Driving me nuts. Yeah, you betcha. I'm not liking it. I am still ambulatory enough to get up and turn off the light switch. Yeah. I can still manage to pick up the channel changer and change the channel without having to go, Alexa, channel 7, please. Yeah. I can still do all those things. And as long as I can still do them all, I'm going to keep doing them myself. I don't need anything to help me. Come the day that I am so crippled up, well, that could be, but it's predominantly, I suppose, one of the major reasons that I don't like smartphones either. What they do is they rob me of my brain wiring, because I'm great at orienteering. It is very difficult for me to get lost. My sense of direction is actually generally solar system planetary wise. Yeah, I know which way the Milky Way is, where you are sitting in it, which direction the sun is associated to the rest of the planets most of the time when I'm thinking about where am I when I'm driving around in my car. Let's see, okay. Yeah, orienteering is... I don't need some English-speaking broad to GPS me around and drop me into the wharf over here by accident. Yeah, I don't need that kind of stuff. Most of the things that device will provide, I have no use for. My brain does them. It's my grocery list, When I need to shoot a video, I've got some really, really nice Canon cameras around here. And as far as I know, that's all those cameras do. And only when they're turned on, Yeah. And guess who's here? Well, look who's come to see me. Hi, Gracie. Yeah, she's been hanging around over here the whole time. Huh? You want to say hello to everybody? They like you. Alrighty, folks. Aloha. Gracie and I are going to go on off and see if we can find some cat food somewhere.